The Lakers have been playing better recently, and it's clear that they need a trade to really turn around this season. So let's discuss some of the recent trade rumors that have been going around and see which ones make sense and which ones are unlikely. Let's start off with the one that makes the most sense. Kyle Kuzma. Clearly he fits with the Lakers. He won a championship with them. While they're at it, they might as well try to get Montrezl Harrell and KCP back and just undo the Westbrook trade. But in all seriousness, if it's just a trade for Kuzma, they probably hold on to Westbrook and trade Beverly and Nunn, maybe a pick. Now this trade makes a lot of sense because Kuzma knows how to play with LeBron and AD. And he checks off all the boxes the Lakers need. A wing player with good size, that's solid on defense, and can hit threes. Now he has said that he doesn't want to be a backup to LeBron and AD, so that might be an issue. But it seems like he wants out of Washington, and he wants to play for a contender, which the Lakers could be if he was on the team. And ultimately, he's not really in control of where he gets to play. He doesn't have a no-trade clause or anything. So if Washington decides to send him to LA, well, he'll just have to go back to his role of backing up LeBron and AD. But he is the exact type of player the Lakers lack, and they probably should have never traded him in the first place. Now let's go to the trade that is most likely to happen. Cam Reddish. He's been linked to the Lakers for a couple years now, and it seems like this is just bound to happen. He's fallen out of the rotation in New York, and the Knicks are actively shopping him. Clearly, the Lakers like him. Again, the type of player and skill set that the Lakers need. A 3-and-D wing with good size. He's fairly young and could potentially be a part of their franchise for a while. He's also represented by Clutch Sports, so that will help the Lakers' cause a lot. We all know how much Rich Paul likes to send his guys to LA. And the rumored asking price for Cam Reddish is relatively low compared to what we've been hearing for the other trades. The Knicks reportedly just want a second rounder or a player on a rookie contract. The Lakers have those, and I don't think they'd mind giving them up to get Cam Reddish. So with the relatively low asking price, and I feel like a mutual interest between both parties, I think this is the most likely trade to happen. Now let's talk about a rumor that doesn't make much sense. A trade for DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic. This trade would have to include Russell Westbrook to make the money work. But this trade doesn't really solve any of the Lakers' problems. Sure, DeRozan seems like the one that got away. He wanted to be a Laker, and he had a great season last year. But he presents a lot of the same problems Westbrook does. He's not a great floor spacer. He's not a great defender. He is a better scorer than Westbrook, especially from the mid-range. But he needs the ball in his hands to be effective. Again, a problem we have with Westbrook. And DeRozan is not the playmaker Westbrook is. So this trade might even make you worse. Plus, you're taking on his contract that will eat into your cap space next season, whereas Westbrook's contract comes off the books after this season if you decide to just keep him. Now, the Lakers could use another center that can help alleviate AD off of his duties at the 5. Vucevic is solid, and he's on an expiring contract. So if they could somehow make a deal for just Vucevic, I wouldn't be totally opposed to it. But I feel like their biggest needs are elsewhere. They really need wings, and they really need shooting. It would be smarter for them to spend their resources on those needs rather than on a center. I feel like the combination of Thomas Bryant and Wenyen Gabriel is good enough to fill in those center minutes. And Anthony Davis is playing the best basketball we have ever seen him play, all while playing center. Do we really want to take him out of that rhythm at this point? Now, the next two guys are names that I've heard thrown around, but I haven't really seen any evidence that these trades could actually happen. One is Bojan Bogdanovic. If the Lakers are somehow able to get him, that would be amazing. He's not a great defender, but he has good size and he can absolutely shoot it and score. He could easily come in as the Lakers' third option on offense. But I think he's played himself out of the Lakers' price range this season. Now I do think the Pistons will trade him. They're clearly tanking. But he's just been so good this season that other teams are going to be interested in him, and they'll be able to outbid the Lakers for his services. The Lakers just don't have the assets to compete with these other teams for a player like Bogdanovic. Now the other name I've heard is PJ Washington, another 3-and-D type player that the Lakers really need. But I just don't see the Hornets giving up a young piece like that for what the Lakers can offer. I would love for him to be in the purple and gold. I just don't see it happening. Maybe the Lakers can pull off a trade for one of Charlotte's bigger contracts that they're trying to get rid of, like Gordon Hayward or Terry Rozier. But I just don't see them giving up PJ Washington. So these are the trades that have been rumored for the Lakers. A lot of them, I would say most of them, are good options. If these rumors are true, that would mean the Lakers are looking for the right pieces. Now it's just about getting those pieces. I've seen enough of the Lakers this season to believe that they're only a couple of players away from really turning it around. But they have to be the right players. And the Lakers have very limited assets. So they have to absolutely hit on the trade. So while it might be frustrating for us, they're going to take their time to make sure they get the best possible trade.